Our office gets frequent inquiries with respect to premises liability cases and these situations when someone has been injured on someone else's property. So I want to cover some of the basic questions that people are asking us daily, really, and researching this area in order to help them in their own research and to decide if they have a situation that they need to proceed with legal action for. So a basic definition of premises liability in legal terms is the legal responsibility that property owners and occupiers have to maintain safe conditions on their premises. The importance being safe there. If someone is injured due to unsafe conditions, then the property owner may be liable for those injuries. So this is a concept that affects all of us, you know, whether that's property owners or tenants or even visitors to the property. So as lawyers, our first step in educating the public is to break down the complex legal jargon into everyday language. So many people are really familiar with terms like duty of care, negligence, those terms you hear, you know, that come out of the statutes or the case law. It's our job as lawyers to explain these concepts in a way that's easy to understand, and easy to understand for those people that are victims of this kind of situation. So, for example, we can describe a duty of care as the responsibility of the owner or the landlord to keep the property safe for others. And we can define negligence as their failure to do so. So next we can talk about real life examples, really just to illustrate how premises liability works. So imagine a customer slipping on a wet floor in a grocery store. If the store knew about the spill, but they didn't take any kind of action to clean it up or warn the customers, then they could be held liable. And there's a lot of cases in Georgia that talk about, that have every single fact situation you can imagine. And most of it boils down to that knowledge of the landlord knowing of an unsafe condition, or actually something that they should have known about. So sharing these stories like this makes it more relatable, and it really just helps the public see how it applies to their daily lives. So another aspect of our role as lawyers is to inform people of their rights. Many individuals don't realize they have the right to seek compensation if they're injured. And by offering free consultations, we host community events, workshops, and we also provide educational content online. We like to educate those so that people that are researching this, we're constantly contacted by people that have run into this situation. They research premises liability, they look at their situation, they plug in the facts and say, yeah, I do believe that this is something that I do believe I should contact your law firm for, because, you know, I was injured on this property. It was something that that owner should have known about. And those are the kind of calls that we get really every day. So finally, we really need to emphasize prevention. So property owners, they need to understand the importance of regular maintenance. They need to have regular safety checks so that they can really avoid these potential pitfalls or subsequent lawsuits that come out of that. So, you know, just putting that education out there so that everybody can be, you know, make the environment more safe, you know, for both parties is something that, you know, we like to do. So, in conclusion, as lawyers, we have a responsibility not only to represent our clients, but also to provide education. I like to provide this education online so that people can, you know, see that out there and know if they have something that's worth pursuing. So, by just simplifying these and sharing these examples and informing everyone of their rights, it does help promote safety, and it can make a significant impact on the communities.